Welcome to what promises to be another exciting edition of the Refined Football Podcast Show. And of course, with me in the studio today are my team, and we are here to discuss some very, very important topic. And today's topic will be centered around the English Premier League, that is the EPL. So first on our topic today is Amorim's first game as Manchester United coach. Coach Robert, what's your say concerning Amorim's first game?
Yeah, it's nice to see Amorim, handle his first match in the Premier League. So from my observation in the game, I found out that changing players, and the formation with different class of players from where he's coming from is gonna be a little bit challenge, to him. But all the same, he got a good result, still keeping his record from Lisbon up to this place. So to me, it's a good result. But from it, he must have, learned a lot on what to do in the subsequent games.
Okay, thank you, Coach. So CJ, what's your say?
Well, to me, I would say he's not doing bad because this is just his first game in the Premier League. And for him to have an away draw, I think to me is a good result because basically he came into the team when they had an international break. And he just, let me say, some few players just trained with him. And he had just 3 or 2 days to train with the full team, which is you can just train with the full team on your new formation. You understand? So he has not mastered the Premiership pattern, and the players has not mastered his own formation. So he needs more time to queue up to that formation. And to me, I feel he's going to do great work in my eye because the little I watched from his game yesterday, I think they did a little bit better. And I think they are going to do more. So for him now, I think his record keeping that unbeaten run is still okay. So that's just what I'm saying.
All right, thank you very much. So, Mickey Mandela, the chief priest of football, what's your say concerning Amorim's first game? He didn't get the result you expected, 3 points. But at least he's still unbeaten.
Well, as a Manchester fan, and it's a good result for him, but that was not what I was expecting, though. I expected Manchester to beat
Ipswich.
Even if we don't have a coach, we're supposed to beat Ipswich. You see where my anger is this? Ipswich is not a team Manchester should win with a good coach. Even assistant coach supposed to win Ipswich with what Manchester have, with what we have in our team. I think the result I got last weekend is not a good one for me. I watched the game. I felt, what is going on? You watch our game very well.
I watched the game, but there was nothing dominating about the game.
If you look that game very well, I was asking myself, what did Amorim even told these guys? What did he tell them? Did he tell them to play only from defense line, or did he tell them the midfielders to shallow away from getting pass from? Because if you watch the game very well, you see that all our midfielders, they are all shying away, running away from the ball. If you look very well, Onana, he touches ball more than Casemiro's. Those one that is inside the midfield. The man was pissed off to me. I did not enjoy the game.
And one thing I noticed, the combination between Casemiro and Eriksen.
Very flat, and they were not doing anything. They were there just.
As soon as he made those changes,
the game step up a bit. Not that it's okay for me, but it just step up.
The pressure was better than those.
You can't just tell me, man, because Amorim took everything.
And I think that is Ugate's best performance so far as a Man United player.
See,
he played well when he came in.
See, our last match is a 1-1 draw. It's not okay for me.
You expected a win.
We expected a straight win for who is Ipswich?
Sorry.
Hold on, okay. This is my team, so I'm not happy. I think, what Amorim should do, this formation he introduced to Manchester United is a good one. But the players he want to use, can they do that?
That is what you need to take into consideration, because they don't have the right kind of players to match the formation.
You cannot want to play that kind of formation in English League, EPL. You are using Eriksen that is so tired. Eriksen is weak. We all know that when he was Eriksen has passed. Casemiro is not in his peak to play that kind of formation for Manchester United. Evans had to go. All those guys, they are not doing anything in that formation he wants to. If you really want to get that formation right, you need to introduce boys that are ready to work. Boys are ready to defend and mark. Massive attack, massive defense. midfielders are ready to collect ball from this angle, collect ball from this angle, distribute pass. Even you see, Casemiro was not doing that. Eriksen was not able to be fine in the game. So the game, I don't even know why you guys say Amorim did this, Amorim tried it. Manchester United supposed to beat Ipswich without a coach.
Sorry, let me come into what he actually said just now. Him coming with a different formation to the team, he only make use of the players he has for now. He's a new coach. He did not start the players from the beginning of the season, so you cannot just expect miracle from him. It's not possible. Talking about the formation, so many coaches has come to the Premier League and used this kind of formation, and it worked out. Likes of Conte, he used 3-5 formation, 3-5-2 in Chelsea. It worked out for him. You understand? So this coach is a new coach. He's just coming into the system in the Premier League. He does not know much about the Premier League, but he's trying to initiate his own pattern into the Premier League, because definitely the players there, you feel they are weak, but to him, he does not feel, because as a coach, you need to bring out the best from a player. Players you think are weak, Eriksen, you might brush Eriksen up more. And
you cannot brush Eriksen.
You cannot tell me that Eriksen is weak, because Eriksen is even older than Modric. You cannot tell me he's weak.
What is the formation?
There are players whereby in those midfields, sometimes you need a calm midfielder, sometimes you need a midfielder that can move with the ball. He has seen the players. He has watched the players for 2-3 days. He knows what he wants. So you cannot judge him from the aspect now like, okay, he wants to, he should do away with this player. Okay, in life, okay, you had Lindelof, you had Maguire, you had Delight in Man United, but he preferred using Evans because he wide experience. You know why he did that?
But what then happened?
What happened?
He pulled him out.
Lose the game.
When he pulled him out, what happened?
Why didn't lose the game? When he put it out,
was you has to lose the game before you know that he did not.
Let me tell you one thing. We cannot take it from the angle we are coming. We are just trying to see if there is light in the coming of Amorim to Manchester United. You see, changing a formation halfway. He made mention of Conte bringing in 3-5-2 to Chelsea. He started with them from pre-season. If he had introduced in that system halfway, Chelsea couldn't have gotten it right, or he could have gotten it right.
Yeah.
So the only thing I'm saying is Amorim now, as he's trying to introduce another pattern of formation of play to Manchester United, then it has to take him some time. But the only thing is the urgency. Do you understand me? Because of result, the urgency is needed. Now, I believe that now he has played his first match. He will play in the second match by Thursday. That is the Europa League. Then let us see if he can make adjustment on the players that he will use. Because every formation has different class of players that plays it. So he's now trying to see if he can get the type of players that will suit into that.
Coach, that is what I'm trying to say. The formation is not bad to me. Because I understand for that formation you see Manchester using, this new formation from Amorim. When we have a ball, you see that all those, our opponents, they want to collect the ball from us.
The pressure is always high.
But our midfielders, they are not running to the space to collect the ball from the to the left wing back and right wing back. You understand? So the thing is, it will now be so difficult for them to operate because the midfielders are not coming. You will see Onana to come and pick the ball. Before you notice it, Onana will give a cyber pass. Before you know it will be counter battle. That is what I'm saying. They need to introduce a good midfielder that will execute this job. The midfielders we have now, for me, I think for this kind of formation, it is not going to go well.
And he's not going to buy now.
I know.
So he has to use the ones he has.
He
has to make do with what he has.
Yes, that's the thing. Because
so that is the only thing.
You still have to.
You still have to
wait till January.
So till January, then he can bring in the class
but
of players.
Instead of Amorim using what is his name, Evans and Eriksen, so we use Ugarte is there, and Lindelof is there. At least use this one. They are all young for this kind of formation. They will do it more better.
Even
for
if
me,
he use them, even if he uses them, are you trying to tell you he will not introduce Eriksen into the second half?
That is when the ball.
That's the same thing.
That is when.
What if every coach has their own?
That is when coach look at Ancelotti very well. He leads his game before he introduced Modric. When this guy have not retired, Cruz, he watched the game before he introduced these guys. If the intensity of this game is too high, he will know, I need to introduce Cruz to calm the game down. To give a killer pass. But if the game he does not need all these boys, the opponent they are you will not use them. You need to introduce the midfielder that will match to the strength of the opponent. That's what I'm saying.
You are right. You are right. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But one thing is this: there is every tendency for a coach to analyze the opponent. That's what I'm saying. Have analysis of how the opponents play. Yeah. And if you check it, it is still young for us to start, criticizing him.
I'm not criticizing him.
I
don't criticize him. But what I'm saying is that I expected win from that match.
And Ipswich people expected also a win. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what comes in now into play now is the tactical approach to the game, which he tried to apply, but it didn't work. Oh. Had it worked, the scenario would be a different thing. But I believe he's got to be given some more time. Now this period now he's going to train.
I love the formation.
He's going to train with the team for a longer time now.
The formation he introduced is very
good.
Very perfect one. But you need to look at the boys that can do it.
But wait.
I don't see Casemiro.
I want to ask a question.
I don't see an Evans to fit in that formation.
Sorry, can I throw a question to you? These same boys you're talking about, before Amorim came in, the former coach has been making use of them, and they have been giving little results in some ways. Do you understand? Does it mean that those guys are actually weak, that they can't fit into Amorim's style of play?
I don't even get it. You asking me?
Yes, I said I'm throwing a question to you.
If those guys they were good, Manchester United wouldn't have been where they are today. Their performance is not okay. Forget that. You see.
Let me come in at this point because I think I understand to an extent what he's trying to say. He's not trying to criticize the coach. He only said for Manchester United to be playing against a team like Ipswich, that ordinarily Manchester United should secure the 3 points.
You don't need the information without
the coach. The coach is supposed to win the match. Is him trying to let you know that Man United Sorry. We know that. See, wait. You are not trying to say Ipswich itself. They don't come to play to win. That's not what I'm saying. Understand the language. That's what I'm saying. Because you're saying every team. I want you to understand my want to win. Where I'm coming from. But it depends the team you are playing with. Okay. If let's take for example, let's move away from Man U. I'll still come back to Man U. If Madrid is playing against a team like Real Valladolid, maybe they sack Ancelotti today, and the next match and Madrid goes into that game and plays a 1-1 draw with that kind of performance Man U gave on Sunday. I bet you as a Madrid fan you will not be happy. You will not be a different pattern. Wait. Why? Wait. Different or no different? No different. See, Madrid, Manchester United, they have a standard. You are a Manchester fan. Are you a Manchester fan? I watch their game. Are you a Manchester fan? I watch their game. See, wait. Are you a Manchester fan? I watch their game. What are you saying? You are not about being a Manchester fan. I watch their game. We watch football. I don't blame him. Let me finish. I cannot blame him because he's not a Manchester fan. He's not trying to criticize Amorim and say he did badly. Was settling for a 1-1 draw. I'm not okay with that. Away from home. Anywhere.
Let me come in. Do you understand about this game we are talking about? Is a coach with his own ideologies against another coach with his own ideologies.
Who is McKenny to compare with that?
Let me
that standard.
Their times has passed when we are winning games football. That's the thing. Time has passed. Everything. Just what happened, in Africa here. Look at Nigeria, Equatorial Guinea beating Nigeria. This will be but in on the papers, Nigeria
is the favorite.
But when it comes to the practicality of it, when the result you get, take it. But from what you are saying, I found out that what you're saying is that by name, Manchester United, they are supposed to win.
It's a must.
I don't think that's what he was trying to say. He's trying to let us know that he's not criticizing the coach. But at the same time, the 1-1 draw shouldn't be celebrated.
What if he lost?
Why will he lost?
Man U has not dropped to that standard that you celebrate a
1-1 draw with Ipswich.
That's what he's trying to say.
Check the Manchester result this season. See the team they lost to.
Are they supposed to be comfortable with the result? He's trying to say Man U shouldn't.
Do you want me to
celebrate
celebrate
a 1-1 draw
with
under
him?
his new coach that just coached for 3
But
days.
you see,
Okay, it doesn't matter.
He's not
Just-
criticizing
you
the
don't
coach.
understand what I'm
Understand?
saying.
1-1 result is a
remember-
unbeaten record for
the
him.
coach itself is a tactical aspect to the team.
remember what
Do you
are
understand
saying.
what I'm
What you are
saying?
saying is Amorim's first
Game.
Yes.
He didn't lose.
How do we?
He got
see it?
1
How do we
point.
assess it?
Yes.
We're assessing it, but he's taking it on the
I-
ground. Manchester must have should have
It's
won
a
that
win.
match based on the name.
That's
Which
what
means
I'm
he's
saying.
Now,
Not
they did not get
Amorim.
the 3 points. He's now saying we shouldn't celebrate the performance. I watched the
That's
game.
what I'm
Man U were
saying.
not fantastic.
Do you want me to celebrate the 1-1 draw?
If
If
I'm
wish.
fantastic, yeah. So if I'm talking about fantastic,
If they had
yeah.
played well and played a 1-1 draw,
How would they?
yes.
I want to understand.
They didn't play well and they
In
got
as
the
much as
1-1
they
draw.
have
If
been-
they played badly and won.
won.
It's about winning the game.
Oh, it's about winning the game.
Yes.
Oh, you see where you're
You
going
can
to.
so you
So
can
that
play
means
badly
you
and
are
win.
winning.
Then
That means
you
you're
play
good.
good and
Now you're playing badly and you had a
How
draw.
many times have
Does it
Madrid
mean
played
that-
well this season?
Eh?
In the beginning of the season, we all saw how they were trying, they were
Struggling,
coping,
right?
and they were still getting the 3 points.
I don't
That's what
know.
they call a club with standard.
They are getting
Go in
the
and
three-
get the 3 points.
They are getting the 3 points.
Man U has
And
dropped
where are they
to that
still in the
level.
table?
See what
But do not celebrate a
there's
1-1
there's
draw.
What you said here is, are we celebrating or do you want to celebrate the 1-1?
He said we shouldn't celebrate. As a Man U fan, he's
I'm
not
telling
celebrating
you as
the
a
1-1.
Manchester fan
With
that I'm
Ipswich,
not happy.
if they had
I
played
don't
a
know what you
1-1
guys-
draw,
I don't know what- I don't
if they
know what
had
you
played
guys
a
are
1-1
talking- I
draw
don't
with
know-
Aston Villa or Arsenal, maybe.
I should celebrate that.
Okay, sorry.
What are you saying?
Okay, because
You know
Aston
this?
Villa is a big team that you played 1-1 draw away to with a new coach and a new
Under
pattern.
three- under
So
3 days.
under 3 days, you say you
Training.
will celebrate it.
Under 3 days training.
This Ipswich are team that they are like underdogs. They are there to spoil things for
Not only
you.
underdogs, none of them. How many of them travel for this international engagement?
You
They are out
understand?
there training for 1 week.
How many of Manchester United travel that
Count-
could play that ball yesterday?
A lot of
Play
Madrid
for
players
yesterday.
traveled for
Count them
international breaks,
A
and
lot
they
of-
came back and they played and they got the result done.
What are you saying?
Manchester
I'm telling
United,
you,
Manchester
Just
United has there are a lot
CJ.
Just
What?
7. Wait, just 7.
in their first 11. Count
First
the first
11. It's only. I don't know.
You don't need to start counting whether they went for
We are
international
not
break.
talking about. I don't want
It's
us to
just-
even talk
see,
about Madrid. I know
let's
Madrid.
know-
Madrid is
it's
a
just-
standard. It's a.
Let's not go back and forth with this.
Okay.
In his first game, he didn't do badly
He didn't
as
do
a coach.
badly as a
His
coach.
team maintained his
Unbeaten run from his former
Now
club
that's
to
a
the recent
personal
club.
record
Yeah.
for Amorim.
Yeah.
On Manchester United level, it is +1 point.
Yeah.
Where did he take them on the table? Not too far.
Not too far. But at least.
Now, do not celebrate a 1-1 draw.
That's what I'm saying. I
Do
don't
not
know what
relent
are
on
you.
this. So that's what he's
Are
trying
you
to
giving
say.
him
Go in and get more.
Okay.
Go in,
and
new
get more.
pattern, new
Now, wait.
formation.
And
to
new
be
boys
tough.
to
Wait,
execute
wait,
the
wait,
job.
wait.
You are right. Go back.
Strategize.
Yes, that's what he's trying to
And
say.
give us
That is,
results.
that is good. Do you know that Man City lost at home
Yes.
to Tottenham 4-0?
We are still coming to that.
Eh? So what are we saying? They will still go back.
I'll strategize.
This is see. You know why I am celebrating the draw? You know why? Because he's a coach coming from a different setting, with a different formation, hard training with the boys.
Wait, are you trying to
Excuse
wait?
me,
Wait,
excuse
wait,
me,
wait.
excuse
The
me.
first
I'll remind Coach about something.
Under
are you saying?
under 3 days.
Do you know how many coaches that have taken a job that week and still win a match? What are you saying?
Most of the coaches.
What do you want is most of coach? Oh, many coaches in EPL have come their first match, they won the match.
Oh, well,
It's
let
likely
him
you might
go.
What are you saying? This is a Manchester United you are talking about. Big.
There is something
No,
Mourinho said.
yeah.
Mourinho said it is better for me to play 5 matches, win 2 and lose 3, than to play 5 matches and draw all 5 games. 5 matches, winning 2 is 6 points.
See, that's-
5
that one
matches
is-
playing
that
draw.
one is-
That is mathematical.
that's
and
another aspect.
has played one and had a draw in one.
And how is it likely
and
that you
has
cannot
1
win the
What I'm trying to let you guys to know is this: don't just say because Amorim took this job, his first match, he should not win because he just come to the league. And
Let's
he's trying to
go.
introduce
Let's
his
not
new
go back
formation.
and
No,
forth.
there is many coaches that come in a club, their first match, their first formation, they won the game.
Okay, sorry.
What are you saying?
In the EPL,
In the EPL.
this is not even a half season. This is, let's say, 1/4 of the season. They have not even got far. This is their 14th match. If I may say,
You are
the
seeing a
14th
different
match.
team.
The 12th match, and you're bringing in a coach that didn't meet them at the preseason level. That maybe some players are on injury. Like
When a Tottenham coach took over, did he move in with them with preseason? They sacked Pochettino. The man take over the job. His first match he won.
What
The
time?
current coach.
What's it?
What
When
I
they
am
sacked
going-
Conte, they sacked Conte end of the season. He took over from
He went with
What
he
I'm
went
going
with
to
them
say-
with
what I'm
preseason.
going to say-
He did not went with them with preseason.
My
I know what I'm saying.
final
There are
word
some
on-
coaches that can win a match.
No, we are saying there are some coaches. Many coaches can win their first match,
Yes.
and many can still lose their first
That-
match, and many can still play draw in their
That's what
first
I'm.
match.
But
So
now
he's one of the
I'm.
many.
But
He's
now
one of
I'm
the many.
telling you.
America play bad and win the first match.
Now I'm just letting you guys know that I'm not happy with the result of
United results,
Manchester
not with the
United.
coach performance.
I'm not saying that the coach is not
But what
okay.
we actually
I'm trying to let you know that
is the coach performance, not your
No,
team
I
performance.
now I get where you are going to. You know why? Why you are like this? Like taking it two ways. You are talking about they did not play well. You are talking about the result.
Yes.
So which one are we talking about? If it is the result, good. If they did not play well,
result
then
is
you
not
have to
okay
go-
for me.
Yes.
It's not okay.
My
for
final
me.
word
But
on
if
Manchester
which-
United as a team generally,
Yeah.
I will still say it all day long. Manchester United problem is not just the coach. It's not just the coach. Amorim will come in and he will do his best. But I would have preferred if they allowed him stay at Sporting Lisbon, finish the season, then bring him in and let him start from the beginning. I love Van Nistelrooy, but they've done their decision already. You cannot
team-
change it.
Every team has the way they do their thing. In as much as Man U might not have structure or maybe might be lacking behind now.
Man U did not
Then-
have what?
I say in as much as Man U might not have structure.
We have structure.
Man
Don't
U
say
has
that.
structure.
Why would you
It's
say
okay,
that we
they
don't
have
have structure?
structure.
We have.
That means
Man is only acting under pressure.
How you
pressure?
say
Which
Man U
pressure
does
you
not have
get?
a
For a
structure?
club like Manchester United to be languishing in the 15th or 14th
What are you
position.
saying?
No.
And at this
under
moment,
pressure.
we are still having a draw match
And
with
it has not
Ipswich.
been- It has not been
Like
the
that
first
before.
time.
It's not
It is
yes.
even the first
What they
time.
are trying to do is to get a coach that's going to take them up at least a bit.
Not with first match.
Not with no.
You
I'm
cannot
not.
get to a
I'm,
first
you know-
I am
you know
not
my-
judging from the first match. What I'm trying to say is that for them to have hired Amorim, what he wanted was start from the beginning from a new season. He said it. Like he told them to, if they could allow him finish the season at Sporting Lisbon, then they come over and take from the next season. Manchester United said no, they want him now.
Even him coming to Man U, he has a heart for Man U.
He said they want him now.
He has a
That
heart
was the
for
reason they
Man
had to
U.
go into
That's
discussion
why he had
with
to beat
with
Man U
Sporting
this
Lisbon. They
particular-
paid
Now
a
they're
fee
crisis.
for him.
See,
Wait.
Man U to me, oh.
So that's what he wanted.
Oh, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. You are a Real Madrid fan.
Okay, I'm very ready. Fine.
Let's just put it this way. What Manchester United is facing is Madrid that is facing.
Madrid faced it.
You face is not like Madrid.
Madrid has faced it.
You are facing, but not like Manchester own.
How?
What are you saying?
Do you know the history of Madrid?
What are you saying? Are you not? Do
They
you?
have.
What do you
Let's
mean?
not go into that. Let's not deviate.
Now, as Madrid is now, maybe when they are facing difficult time, they bring in a coach, CU, and Madrid is like to play Alaves or Malaga. That time you were facing that thing you are talking about. Now they bring in a new coach. Are you expecting win or draw for the new coach? Even when they bring the coach, maybe at the middle of the season, they bring a new coach to you. Do you expect the coach to win the match when he playing against lower team?
That a coach that didn't meet up with the preseason.
Yes. I
You
said
expect him to give you results directly like that first match.
it depending on the team that you want to play that time. Oh,
What?
what I'm saying, and the Madrid want to play lower team,
Being away from home.
being away
Do you
from
know how
home.
prepared that lower team is?
Well, it
What
is-
are you
yeah,
saying?
Their tactics.
What are you? No matter how prepared you are, a big team will always beat you, whether home or away.
They don't look
What are you saying? Okay. Before.
On paper. That is on paper.
Wait,
That's on paper. They don't
It's
look-
not on
they don't
paper.
take the
That's
ball
on
like
paper.
that.
That's
I remember asking you before this show. Madrid won Arabe. Say Madrid will won Leganes. Now who is Leganes?
Yeah, definitely.
It's not,
Because
that
they
is,
are
is
playing.
not, is it not
No,
Madrid
these
play at
guys are-
home. Wait,
these guys are playing together.
Madrid play at away or at home.
Anyway,
But you say it very sound and confident.
did they change coach?
What are you? But
Yes.
you said telling me
They
that
did not change the coach. So it's an assurance that the coach has gone
See,
back
bro.
after his loss to other teams and say, okay, this is where we made our mistakes. And he corrected his mistakes and they won the game.
see, Oga, you need to be in your position as Real Madrid fan. This is my position as Manchester fan. So I'm not happy. So I'm trying to let you know that I am not. If you are sending, if you are sending, wait,
not because you're not happy with
you are
how
sending
the
this
coach
result,
performed.
if you are sending this message now trying to if Amorim see you or if all those people they use for this last game saw you watching saying all this kind, they will feel that they are doing well. Okay, this is not the result I want. Whether you are taking the job today or tomorrow, Manchester United is bigger than Ipswich at any time.
Definitely.
Those guys, they should be on their form that even if I should take that seat as a Manchester United and I wake them up say it is Ipswich.
You see,
they will
presently
stand
now
up and go and win that
football,
match.
you don't judge football that way presently now.
Let's not go back and forth with this. Amorim is still a baby in the EPL. Let's watch him for some time. But
and he's giving a 5
judging
matches.
from their performance, and I wasn't convinced. 1 point is still a good result. Let's not underplay 1 point. 1 point can win you a league.
From home.
Whether home or
Just
not,
put 1 point from home.
One
You know
point.
that's a good result.
Point.
In as much as they might be a big team.
Coach, let me tell you, not that we lost that match because to me we lost the match. To me we lost the match.
He has a standard.
To me I lost the match.
Manchester United
I can't just celebrate. How can I be celebrating 1-1 goal with
Let's not go back and forth.
If you are saying Manchester City has a standard, why did they have to sack this?
Ten Hag. It's the standard we're talking about.
That means the coach is not good.
He wasn't meeting up to the standard.
And
Which
what
one is the standard?
They left him
Yes.
for about 2 seasons plus.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
they gave him time.
Okay, now this one just has
This
only
one
one
just
match,
one
and you
match.
know
Nobody is judging him. You don't understand the
You say your
message.
team is not performing, whereas you had the previous
I don't even
coach.
know what
You're
this
not.
guy is
You're
saying.
not getting the
I
message.
don't even know what this
The
guy is
message
talking
is-
with.
The message
Amorim is here already.
did he do
Nobody
good or he
is
did bad?
judging him.
He went to Manchester. You're talking about Manchester United.
The
being your
biggest-
center. The question is, did Amorim his first game did he do good or he did bad?
Nobody is saying if he did good or didn't do bad.
It's
The
just a
biggest
two question.
achievement last week for Manchester United was 1 point.
Is that 1 point bad or good?
Wait. Amorim's biggest achievement
Eh.
last weekend is still maintaining his unbeaten throughout the season.
Which is it a good result or
For
a bad
him,
result?
it's a good result for him, personal record.
So what else?
It is a good
An
result
unbeaten
for him.
not for Man United.
But for Manchester United as a fan,
He is judging based on the
Oga
performance.
is not
I watched the
okay
game.
for me.
Let's not go back and forth with this issue. Let's not go back and forth.
On this issue.
It should give me a win. See, I'm not
There's
bringing any
still-
coach now for him
There's
to come and be doing
there's
experiment
still a
for
lot
me.
of
Oh.
matches to be played.
What
There
I
are
need-
20 games to be played. And the league
Step
is a
up the game. Let the game be step up. Let the game.
It's a
Let the volume
marathon.
of the game. High it. Tune up the music.
It's a marathon
What are we
race.
saying?
It's a marathon race. Don't worry, I understand the space. Manchester United is down the pecking order. It's a marathon race. There's still a lot of games to be played, and hopefully, as time goes, as games comes and goes, Manchester United will improve as a team.
We hope him.
So now the next topic on our list is Manchester City's humiliating defeat to Tottenham over the weekend.
Oh,
This is their
that was a
Their
surprising game.
their fifth straight loss, starting from the FA Cup,
In all
Champions League, in
in
all competitions. That is 5 straight defeats. What could be the reason? Let's take into consideration the fact that Rodri's absence has been greatly missed in the team.
Did you know why Man City lost that game?
Yeah.
See, Guardiola is still missing out something. You know, he's a good coach that he lost to Tottenham 4-0. Doesn't make him a bad coach.
At all.
But one thing I think he should do now, he's missing his boss-to-boss midfielder, which is Rodri. But he have failed to bring in another defender that will help in that position. Their last match, he used Gundogan to play 4. Gundogan is not a 4. And he watched Tottenham very well. Tottenham is people that play high level
pressing.
football. You understand that? So you need a midfielder that is so solid. And the defender will always go for counter because Tottenham, just one killer pass, just one pass, because they are on a high line of football. They always mark their line high. Any one pass, you beat Tottenham. But they did not have that kind of good midfielder that will stop that attack and give a long pass. So why they lost that match, the formation he used, the defense line, they are all poor.
And let's not forget that Manchester City lately have been battling some injury problems.
Man City.
And
definitely.
Rodri is a natural defensive midfielder that can always cover high range, move and come back. He has that stamina, he has the strength.
That's what I'm saying.
Now you cannot compare.
But now that he did not have Rodri,
Yeah.
you should have introduced another defender
There
instead
is-
of introducing Gundogan.
There is no other player he can introduce that is going to cover that space as much as Rodri. But Gundogan is experienced enough to play to an extent.
But you see what happened?
It's part of the game. But I want to believe, me personally, I want to believe that Rodri's absence is part of the problem. I have watched Man City play a lot of games. I think they went over 40 games unbeaten while Rodri was playing.
Last season or last 2 seasons?
From last 2 seasons.
That was last 2 seasons. And sorry to come in.
They lost their first game when Rodri did not play. I think this season, beginning of this season. His absence is part. I'm not saying it is the problem. It is part of the many problems that might be affected.
Wait, hold on.
It's my opinion.
But now, what you are saying is partially correct. Because at times some coaches build their team
around
somebody. But it's always a mistake.
To build just for one person.
To build a team around one particular
just one person loaded.
Because which means you are not considering injury and it has come. You understand what I'm saying? But the issue is this. He has many other
options to use.
Options in that particular place. See, let me tell you, there is always a time for a decline.
Yes, this is the time.
This is the time.
I like this language, coach, because
that's the only thing
this is one thing.
And that time might not last long. You pick
just
it
for
up
some
again.
few weeks,
So
and they will pick up.
That is it.
This same person has won 15 games straight, 20 games straight.
Yeah.
This person has gone 84 games unbeaten, some draws and a lot of winnings. So losing 4-5 games, the reason it is a topic for discussion is because the standard he has set.
Not only the standard. That game he lost that day, that Tottenham game he lost, is giving Liverpool a good edge right now.
And that brings me to the next discussion. Because I remember when the season was about to start, a lot of people wrote Liverpool off simply because they are bringing in a new coach. And club that has come and set the standard is about to was confirmed to be leaving. Now, Ancelotti is somebody coming from the same place Erik ten Hag came. And there was this news about the Eredivisie not on the same level with EPL, valid. But if you have a good philosophy and you come and you have a good working relationship with your working tools, I bet you will do magic. I have been following Liverpool personally simply because of the fact that when Klopp was about to leave on the last day at home, they made a song for Ancelotti that was coming, and they all sang that song. The fans, the players, and the coach that was about to leave. I started to pick interest, and I bet you his working relationship with these players is something like never before. Exactly the same standard Klopp set. Now, if as a head coach you come in, you have your good philosophy, you have your working tools complete, and there's continuity, that's what Liverpool has an advantage over some of these clubs. And they did not really make any major signing. Chiesa is not a bad player, but let's not forget the fact that he has been injured for 2 seasons. He has not been active. He's yet to play 20 games at a stretch. Now he came in, met the same set of players, and decided to continue with them. And did not bring in unnecessary buy, and they've been doing so well. Now, don't write Liverpool off. Don't write. Yes, Manchester City have not been doing well. Now 8 points gap is something, but at the same time, it's not much. 3 matches and you cover up. And their next game is against Manchester City.
So let me just come in this place. You see, there are things that go behind the scene. Klopp went around and saw a coach like him. Then he introduced him to the management. And I believe before Klopp left, he must have called him.
He confirmed it himself.
Then they discussed. Then he told him, this is what I want, this is what I want. I want you to continue from this. If you want to get these boys together to give you a result, this is my own strategy. So follow my.
He confirmed it himself, and Slot confirmed it himself.
So that is why you are seeing Liverpool in this form they are.
Liverpool have not changed any form.
They are still maintaining.
They are still maintaining. If you did not know who is that was an Astrot, you would think he's still Klopp is still handling the team. Maybe if he did not
same pattern, same
everything, same counter attack,
that's
same
what I
players.
said. That's what he studied who has what he had.
That will come in and continue that same tempo.
Sorry to go back to Man U. Unlike what happened during when Ferguson was leaving, Ferguson was unable to look for somebody who is like him. And who has who has a relation? No, that's you don't understand what I'm saying. Understand me first. He just handed over to to a coach. Had it been Klopp handed over to a coach, maybe we might be seeing a different thing in Liverpool.
Klopp handed over to a coach. Ferguson handed over to a brother. That is our problem.
You still didn't understand what I'm saying.
Oh my God!
You understand what I'm saying? So he gave. That's a handover.
I understand what he's saying
what
because
I'm saying is,
he handed over to a fellow
Scottish.
Scottish coach.
Does it mean that coach was not doing well?
He was not doing well. What did he doing well? What do you mean by doing well?
Why would you say that?
You say what?
By standard.
What do you mean by doing
By
well?
Manchester United standard.
What are you saying?
Let's not be sentimental.
What is this? I better continue what you are saying.
By Manchester
But you know they
United,
never gave that coach time. The same time they gave Ferguson.
that's one thing I know. Yes,
They
Manchester
never
United
gave him
no.
the opportunity. The same time they gave Ferguson.
Until he killed Man U.
I think Ferguson stayed 4 to 5 years
Seasons
before he started doing something. Yes.
Wait, until that coach, what is his name, Moyes, that you are saying they did not give him, until he killed Man U, buried them, and before you, the guy he didn't even want to.
My own opinion concerning the Man City game. Tottenham is that see, Guardiola has his pattern, and so many teams are trying to study him. Yes. See, he has won this league for 4 years. Teams are always studying coaches' pattern,
and it's the reason a lot of coaches are
stepping up. If you check out
up.
Guardiola, every season he wants to apply one thing to his pattern. So for you to get in, you have to play. Guardiola is going to go like play tick, then advance. For you to beat Guardiola, don't beat him to his own game, because if you want to beat him to his own game, he will definitely win you. Play more of attacking football. Just what you do is to me, I'm just saying my own.
That's not the
I'm
truth. Absorb the pressure.
Don't worry, attack, because definitely Man City is a team that always they want to come out.
They press you high,
and they forget that they have it, because they play more. It's more of his games on. He bases him on midfield. Coming to Rodri's absence, what I'm trying to say is, last 2 seasons, even when Rodri was there, was Rodri not there when Kevin De Bruyne had the highest assists and Alan was scoring goals?
I want you to get one thing right. A player comes into a team and it takes them time to adapt and maintain and stamp their authority. You don't judge a player. You don't judge Rodri's stay. Wait, you don't judge Rodri's stake in the team with that first season. He was coming to a team that already had De Bruyne that was doing well before he came.
That was not his first season. I'm talking about last 2 seasons.
That was his first season.
That was not his first season. Last year they won the Champions League.
2 seasons. That was not
his first season.
But he still did very well.
Tell me, Man City built the team around Rodri.
No, nobody said they built the team around Rodri.
Presently, Man City is built around Rodri.
Presently,
to me, I would say no, because do you know why? Do you know why I said no? Rodri on his own position, he's doing his duty.
You don't even watch. If you watch Manchester's game, you will not say this thing.
Let me tell you.
Every defensive move and attacking move start from him.
Let me just ask you a question.
Do you know who Rodri is?
Let me argue. I want to ask you a question. Do you know this Rodri you're talking about? In marking aspects, he marks.
Yes.
As a good passer,
and he also scores.
He also scores. Just wonder, when Pep was in Barcelona, do you know Busquets was the key holder, in as much as Messi 7 years ago showing up. Busquets was the key holder of Barcelona.
Yes.
But nobody recognized him.
You will not know. He's doing a
job.
job.
Do you know De Bruyne was not? It has been he didn't have injury. Would you tell me that Rodri? You tell me you build the team around Rodri?
See,
get to the point. Nobody is arguing if he is the major problem. I said there might be so many factors affecting Manchester United and Man City's performance right now. But Rodri's absence is part of those reasons. They might have 5 reasons why they have not been doing well presently,
yes.
Now Rodri is part of the road. Rodri now is part of those reasons. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he is the main reason. He is part of the reasons they are not doing well.
If you watch Man City,
definitely, if your midfield is crashing, because let's say the heart of football is midfield. Once you have a midfielder that is not doing the exact work which you want a player to do, definitely you have issues in your midfield.
Now, if you want to have a replacement for Rodri, that player must come in and play a particular number of games.
Man City does not have a replacement. Even Fernandinho that left, they are trying to fix. That's why they bought this Nunes. But he's not actually the replacement. They are playing
him out of wing now.
He's not even actually
last time
the
they played him from 11.
Even for himself, he's having issues in that his midfield, because that's why when Godoga said he's coming back, he said, okay, I need him, because he knows that midfield of last season that won the Champions League, it will not be there, because definitely injury will come. Because okay, check out the matches they are playing now from the matches they played before. Now you have more games than what you had before. If they are playing at that time 58, now they're playing
74.
You understand? So you check out that you need to rotate the team.
Yeah, you have a point.
You understand? Roddy himself, he complained that the fatigue and everything because he's not a machine. He's not a machine. Definitely.
My brother say it's good to rotate teams.
Very, very important.
But if you go to a team, a coach has what they call
one or two players that are untouchable.
Team A.
Yeah.
So every other person just come in, go back.
Go back, yes.
Go back. You see, like you said about Barcelona, PK.
Yep.
Busquets, sorry. Do you know why he was not picked or he was not noticed? Because Xavi
is there.
Iniesta, Messi outshined him. And that when he is not in the game, you hardly notice it that he's not in the game. Just what I'm saying. When Xavi is not in the game, you hardly know that he's not in the game. When Iniesta, the same. The only person that when he's not in the game we notice is Messi. Because they built the team around him.
You have a point.
Just what I'm saying. They built the team around him. That is, anytime you see that Messi did not play, that's scoring mentality, that flair in the game, you hardly see it.
It's not only
so that is the thing.
Discussing Man City.
It's part of it. Not part.
Yeah, that's why I say
David De Bruyne is also the reason why Man City is not getting it right. Watch any match where Kevin De Bruyne is. Because they are scoring late, the chances of their scoring late, it will always be high. Man City will always get 2, 3, 4 goals when De Bruyne is there. But any match that Kevin De Bruyne is not in, you check that, you will see that no matter how the match ends, it will always end in favor of Man City 1-0. Maybe Rodri, outside shot, or a penalty kick. So the team is missing out 2 good players, which is Rodri and Kevin De Bruyne.
The problem.
But in these 5 games they have lost, I believe De Bruyne has played.
No. They just put him.
I said in the five. I didn't say
no.
The first game
he didn't play against Arsenal.
He
from the games of Arsenal, he has not played. Just I think the
last match
they
just put him. They don't introduce him. They have been losing already.
He has been on
injury. We
lost the match already before they introduced him.
We spent a lot of time already on this issue, and I think we've discussed and we've dropped a lot of points. Let's just call it a close. There will be part 2 for this discussion, for sure.
Definitely.
This weekend we still have games. We'll come and we'll do our review and we'll talk about games, EPL content too. So unfortunately, this is where we'll be calling it the end on today's edition on the Refined Football Podcast Show. Please do ensure to follow us on all our social media pages: Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, and most especially our YouTube page. Subscribe and keep the notification buttons on. Until we meet again, goodbye for now.